Students, today we are coming to a new topic that is called the force of friction. This is also force only a different kind of force. It is force of friction. So this is when a body moves on the surface of another body. Suppose a book is kept on the table and it is made to move on that. Then the surface of the table will act a force on the book so that the motion of the motion of the book on the table is retarded. This is what is called frictional force. When any body, when moves on the surface of another body, that body on which surface the body is moving will develop a force on the moving body, and this is called a force of friction. So force of friction can develop when the body is sliding or when the body is rolling. Sliding means, as I said just now, body kept on the table and a force is applied on it. It starts moving. It is sliding actually. While on the road, the vehicles are moving with the help of its wheels. Wheels are rolling. That time, the friction acting on the wheels by the surface on the road on which it is moving is called rolling friction. Very clearly, I can say that the sliding friction is always greater than the rolling friction. Then comes what is static friction and dynamic friction. This is a subject today. Static friction and dynamic friction. Dynamic friction. So to talk about static friction, dynamic friction, we can consider a body kept on a table, right? So this is a table surface. A table surface, it is kept like this, right? It is table surface and like this, and a body is kept on table like this, right? But I'm going to talk first is about static friction. Now we see that with the help of a string, it is connected to a spring balance. This is spring balance because we can know that. So spring balance is some that means a pointer is there, and also so many values of force also there. It is kept like this, right? A spring balance. One end of this one hook of the spring balance is connected to the body, and the other place you are pulling it along this direction. This is pulling force is applied, right? And also you can see that at a time to time the pulling force is increased. Gradually it is increased, little by little by little the pulling force is increased. The body is not moving at all, right? When we increase the pulling force, the frictional force acting between the top of the table and the surface of the body both are going to increase. Whenever you increase the pulling force, the frictional force is also increasing. At a stage, we can judge that the pulling force becomes a very high value, still the body is not moving. The pulling force then becomes equal to the frictional force. Pulling force increased, frictional force is also increasing. At a stage, the pulling force becomes equal to the frictional force. This is the maximum frictional force of this surface. The table surface can act on the body which is kept over it, right? So up to now, what we are doing, we have kept a book on the table, and at first there was no force acting, there was no frictional force also. When we applied the pulling force, the frictional force comes into action. The surface will register a frictional force on the body that goes on increasing when the frictional force is increasing. At all these times, remember that the body is not moving. So frictional force, the value of the frictional force is also different when the pulling force is different. So pulling force increases gradually step by step. So at that time, the frictional forces are increasing step by step, but the body is not moving. At all these times, the frictional force developed is called static friction. Static friction is a friction that is acting between two surfaces when one body can move over the other, but the body is not moving at all, right? But frictional force must act. So when there is no pulling force, then frictional force is zero. Pulling force when comes into action, When we put a pulling force on the body, the frictional force also comes into action. When the pulling force goes on increasing, the frictional force is also gone increasing. But still, when the body is not moving, the friction acting between the surface of the surface and the body, surface the cable and the body is called a static friction. So static friction is a frictional force acting between two bodies when the body is not moving. Either of the bodies not moving is what is called a static friction. Right? Now at a particular stage, we can judge that the frictional force becomes very high. At a stage, we can just judge that by increasing the frictional pulling force by little bit, also the body will move. When this body starts moving, then also a frictional force is acting on the body. That frictional force is what is called kinetic friction. Till when the body is not moving on the surface of one body by the application of a pulling force, but the body is not moving till when, till that time, the frictional force have developed and has become a high value, and that high value of frictional force acting between two bodies is what is called the force of limiting friction. Right? Up to limiting friction also, there were so many values of variable values of frictional force. They are just static frictional values. But what is the force of limiting friction? Force of limiting friction means the body will be in the limiting equilibrium. If we increase the pulling force even by a little bit, then also we can judge that the body will be just on the verge of motion. That maximum value of frictional force a surface can act on a body is what is called the limiting friction, force of limiting friction. Actually, force of limiting friction is also a static friction only. But remember, this is the maximum value of static frictional force a surface can act on a body, right? So, because at that time, the body will be in limiting equilibrium. Equilibrium means body is not moving. It is in the last verge of equilibrium. Now, by increasing little bit of the frictional force also, the body will be just moving. Once the body starts moving on the surface of another body, then also there is a frictional force. That is what is called uh, kinetic friction is called. That means friction acting between two surfaces when the body moves is called kinetic friction. So this can be applied in the case of a in the form of a graph also, because this maximum friction, what is called the force of limiting friction, sometimes it is called as critical friction. So critical friction is the maximum value of frictional force a surface can apply on a body, right? Now, at this stage, the body will be on the verge of motion on the surface of the table or any other surface on which the body can move. Understand? So, two kinds of friction we have. Three ways. So there is static friction, then a force of limiting friction, and kinetic friction. Static friction means any value between the maximum and the minimum is called static friction. Simply static friction. The maximum value of frictional force a surface can act on a body is what is called the force of limiting friction. At that time, the body will be in limiting equilibrium. Once the body starts moving over the surface, it is called kinetic friction, right? So this is like a graphical representation. If you make, so this is the force of friction. We can write this is force of friction, and this is external force. External force. When the external force increases, you will see that the force of friction also increases to a maximum value. Then comes a maximum value up to which the frictional force increases. The maximum value of frictional force increased. That is the maximum value for frictional force the surface can act on a body. This is what's called limiting friction. Limiting friction is represented by a small f and a small s at the bottom, right? Okay. Then, if you increase the external force, the frictional force decreases, and after that, the force becomes constant. And this is called the force of kinetic friction, right? Force of K friction. K friction means kinetic friction. Right? This is what is called a force of limiting friction. Force of limiting friction. This is what is called static friction. Static friction. Static friction means the maximum and the minimum between that. The value of friction acting between the body and the surface is called static friction. And this is what is called limiting friction. And this is what is called kinetic friction, etc. So always you will see that kinetic friction is always less than the maximum friction a surface can act on a body. Right? These are about so frictional force is static friction. Remember, the force of limiting friction or critical friction. Friction is also a static friction only. That is why the maximum friction is represented by Fs. Right? Small f and a small s at the bottom of this F. Right? So this is what is called static friction and kinetic friction. The limiting friction. Limiting friction is the friction at the time when the body is in the limiting equilibrium, represented by Fs. Now laws of limiting friction. Laws of limiting friction is also very important. There are 2-3 laws we have to speak in this connection. The force of friction opposes the motion of a body. When a body is kept on another body and it is moved, then force of friction will be always in a direction opposite to the direction of motion. That means the force of friction will try to retard the motion of the body on the surface, right? Then it depends on the nature of the two surfaces only, right? Okay. So two surfaces nature. So different surfaces having different nature, the force of friction between those surfaces also will be different. Between two surfaces, the force of friction will be a constant, right? Am I correct? And the other two surfaces, by the application of the pulling force, the force of friction will be different. So this force of friction depends on the nature of the surface. If the normal reaction also I tell you what is normal reaction. Suppose an object is placed